Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I have a interesting clip here for you that I want to break down. It's only about 10 seconds long, so I'm going to run it through and then we'll go back and go through some of the things that are going on. And yes, we will get to what is in the thumbnail, which is fascinating. I'm curious what you all think about this with everything else that's been going on. So this was an out of bounds play against Seattle near the end of the second quarter. Basically got have a screen set up that we're going to run Kelsey Mitchell through and then run Caitlin Clark through as well. And so I'm just going to let it run and then we'll back it up and break it down. Bucket. Okay, now a few things going on. First, we're going to watch Kelsey Mitchell come through. I don't like how she comes through. And this goes back to, well, it's players too, because to be fair, this is one of those things where I can tell you as a coach, you can tell your player this 1,000 times, but they still may not do it, especially when they're in a situation like Mitchell where they know they're going to play, right? They're going to play. They don't have to do these little things. But you'll see her flash through, and then she goes under the basket, and boom. Now, I'm sure that this was probably designed as a pass to Caitlin Clark, because what Mitchell is doing is both clearing out space for Caitlin, but then by going all the way through, she's clearing out space for, you'll see, for Wallace as well. However, what I don't like, because again, while this may be for Caitlin Clark, and ultimately, as you'll see, for Wallace, Kelsey Mitchell has to come through this like it's for her and show hands, because if she comes off of this pick wide open, this ball should go to her for a layup, right? Watch how she comes through. Boom. Look at her. She's already looking to peel off. She's not looking to receive the basketball. Wallace isn't looking to throw it. She's got it in one hand, right? So this is, again, little tiny things. And I know this really isn't like a coaching basketball channel. It's for fans, but it's kind of those interesting things I'll tell you as a fan that I liked when the few announcers that would get into some of this stuff for you as a fan, because it's fascinating to learn and it just gives you another level of enjoyment. But it's not for everyone. I get that. But you can see, so Wallace isn't ready to throw it. Mitchell's not looking for it. It's fine. Now watch this pick. I believe that's Temi, right back. Temi right back from her first game. Clark, and I like where I paused it here, because if you can see this, Clark is coming off this screen well. And what I mean by that is she's actually rubbing off of the pick, as opposed to coming off of it, 3 or 4 feet away, that allows the player to basically avoid the pick by coming through. So it's a solid pick. Caitlin comes off of it wide. Look at how open she is. That's the other thing too. You're going to notice. Watch. I will say, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's Jewel Lloyd guarding her in this instance. Maybe I'm wrong, but she also gives up as soon as she gets picked. This is bad on Seattle too, right? As soon as she gets picked, see how she stops? She's just like, oh, that's it. So Caitlin Clark comes wide open off this pick, catch and shoot. Look at her. She's already in shooting position. We all know how good she is and how comfortable she is off the catch and shoot. And look what happens. You've got, as you can see, Mitchell went through and cleared out. You've got two players, neither one is actually guarding Caitlin Clark, just running at her. Look at this player underneath, completely leaves Wallace, the inbounder, to run at Clark. There's the shot goes up. Look at Wallace. Look where Wallace is. Wide open. I mean, the ball's already gone. But my point is, the Seattle, and this is for the entire league, then this is the effect that people are missing on the court, is just what Caitlin Clark does for the team because of the attention she's given. Look at that. Two players completely blitz her. They would rather defend this three-pointer from Clark and leave Wallace open underneath for a layup. Okay? Think about that. Let that sink in. Now, and I'll see if in the edit I can get a little red thing over here. You'll see an assistant coach sitting on the bench, the one to our left of Christy Sides, but the Christy Sides actual right facing us. Watch him after this ball goes in. Watch his body language. Now, he looks to me Like he's actually upset that that ball was shot by Caitlin Clark and didn't go to Wallace. Okay, run it back. I mean, isn't that what it looks like to you? The way he has his hands out, palms up, kind of pointing to where Wallace was on the court. Like, why why didn't Clark pass to? And then the other thing that's funny too is if you watch this, is pay attention to Christie's sides. When this ball goes in, she does not move. She does not flinch. It's almost like after the fact, she realized the camera was on her. Maybe somebody told her, so she jumps up and claps and encourages their defense. Watch her even right after this ball goes in. Nothing, no reaction at all. Now she's clapping and running down the court. And I'm going to give you one more. You're probably sick of seeing this, but again, in their defense, now watch the bench. Watch the bench, the players that should be in. I think we've got Hull and Samuelson. Melissa Smith didn't get up, but she clapped too. But the players, and this is where it gets interesting because sometimes you see players, these are athletes, they've competed their whole life. And in the moment, at times, they get really excited about things Clark does. Even if on the court, you get like your Wheeler and your Mitchell that won't pass to her. Sometimes it seems they get caught up in the moment and they're celebrating because deep down, they're basketball players, they're athletes, they're competitors, and they want to win. But unfortunately, I think there's a lot of other stuff going on. But so watch the bench now. I think that was Hull was up as soon as it was released. I'm sorry. You can stop watching now if you want, but I'm gonna go one more time because think, I think Hull gets up like before this is even in the basket. Yeah, she does. As soon as that's released, she's up and like, yeah, that ball is in. We just got 3 points. Anyway, one more thing. I want to give you one more thing because this is important because I'm sure there are a lot of people that are like, well, why not pass that to Wallace? That's selfish. Okay. I wasn't messing around when I said last video, when I tongue in cheek, it was, yeah, okay, it was tongue in cheek, but I wasn't really being completely like, that's not really how it is. The last number I could get, because it's not a easily found thing, was that Caitlin Clark is 11 for 27 on 3 pointers from 30 feet plus. That's 40.7%, almost 41%. So when you figure in the extra point, yeah, she actually is better from out there than her teammates are with layups. And that player that, first of all, was the catch and shoot. So I don't even know if she had time to notice Wallace, although I'm guessing maybe the play was for Wallace. But, and it was, oh, well, if you're wide open, Caitlin, take it. But it was catch and shoot. You have to make that decision so fast. And she caught it and she shot it because she was wide open. But let's also remember, if we can, who she did not pass to. This is who she did not pass to. Could have made it from that side. Yeah, that's who she did not pass to. And just for good measure, because this was what the Chicago game, this goes in and Indiana wins. Whoop. Let's see. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. And misses the easy layup. Now, to be fair, I think Wallace did a lot of good things to that. She had double picks, and then she broke right to the hoop, made the catch. So I'm not saying there was anything in terms of Wallace messing up on purpose. That was just she really struggles with her layups. Really struggles with her layups. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'm really curious what you thought in terms of the assistant coaches, but the body language difference between the assistant coach, the coach, and then the players, specifically Hull and Samuelson. Although again, Melissa Smith was clapping as well. But I mean, Hull was up when that was released. And you all, if any of you have ever played, especially, you know that feeling as a shooter. You've had those moments where it's like as soon as it's released, you know it's good. You just know it. So yeah, I thought that was really fascinating. The other thing I could think, although I would think the reaction would be a little different, is if that he thought Caitlin Clark was fouled. Maybe that's what he thought. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm going to leave it there. I just thought that was kind of fun. smash the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content. We are over 3,000 subscribers. It's so cool. I might have to think of something I can do for like 5,000 or maybe 10,000, 5 and 10. We'll see. But I may. I've never even done it. I don't know how to do it. If I can figure it out, I may go live for the game, and I'll just have the live play by play on my computer, and you can listen to me babble about the game. Maybe we'll see. I'll see if I can get it figured out in time. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for checking this out, and I will talk to you later.